How you feel, bro?
Not feeling too good.
Even though this car is totaled out, it still looks so freaking good. Oh my God. Bro, what happened? This is a sad sight. I never thought this would ever happen to your car. So I know that we don't really show this car often on the channel, but this is my little brother's Evo X. We built this thing from a ground up. Funny enough, we actually bought this thing from a salvage yard. This thing was just tucked away at a salvage yard. We found it, we got it. We redid almost everything on this car. Even though it's not my favorite car ever, it holds a special place in my heart because me and my brother built it together. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into this and a lot of hours. But today, unfortunately, once again, this thing is totaled out. It started its life in our ownership as a totaled car, and it's a totaled car yet again. This is a sad sight, boys. For any of you guys that don't know, this is my little brother, the owner of this beautiful, once beautiful.
Go look at the other side. Other side look kind of fire though.
It does. The other side does look good. We just painted this thing this year too. Yeah, it hasn't even been 1 year. So man, this thing looks so freaking good. On the driver's side, you guys can obviously see that he got hit a few days ago. My little brother got into a little bit of a car accident and he wasn't even driving.
I wasn't driving. I wasn't in the car. The car was parked on the street, man.
The car was. It was parked in front of our house on the street. I'll insert a little clip of our street right now. Our street by no means is a tight street. We parked this thing on the street because it literally can't get into our driveway. Our driveway is really steep and you guys can see that this car is dirt nasty low. And unfortunately, somebody still managed to total this thing out. Needless to say, seeing this car like this is a really sad sight. But I don't want anybody to think that this was my little brother's fault. I want him to explain his side of the story because this is his car. Tell the boys what happened because this was not your fault.
There's really like no side to the story that I could explain on my end. I wasn't in the car at all. Police officer told me I got hit by a construction truck. Somehow he clipped me.
We're not even exaggerating. You can fit 4 cars side by side in our street and somehow he still managed to hit you. I actually have a picture of the vehicle that hit you. All right, so I have a picture I'll insert right now of the truck that hit this car. The truck has not even a scratch. You cannot tell the truck was hit.
I'm sure, but like look at my whole car. Like everything just shifted. Like
yeah.
I don't know how we dragged the whole car because it's from the rear bumper all the way to the fender, which probably pushed it against the hood. So now my hood's hitting my fender. So that's kind of messed up.
Your car, how much does it weigh? 3,500 pounds max?
Yeah. Probably.
You got hit by like a 20,000 pound vehicle.
But I don't understand. We live on an incline. I don't understand how fast he could have been going. I don't understand what he was doing.
5 miles an hour does it, buddy. What's unfortunate is that we don't have any footage of it getting hit. Me nor Bilal were home when the car got hit. We didn't see this car till hours after it got hit.
Good thing for us, since there was construction on the street, the cop on site saw and stopped the dude. So we didn't have anything to really worry about. Like when I came back, the police officer was still down the road at his site. I walked down the street and I was like, hey, look, can you explain what happened to me? He was like, the dude hit you. I saw it. Just wait on the police report and then go move forward from there.
So it wasn't a hit and run. At least it wasn't a hit and run because if it was, that would have sucked.
It probably would have been an attempted hit and run if the cop didn't stop him.
Probably. The truck looked like it had no damage to it, bro. Yeah. It's sad to see, but it's the reality. Like that big truck is just going to walk away with not a single scratch and your car walked away. Totaled yet again. It's going to be totaled. So it might look like it's just the doors, but we're going to go into the damage a little bit and show you guys the quarter panel shifted. It's sad, but yeah, that's what we wanted to tell you guys. It wasn't my little brother's fault. He was literally not even home. This thing was parked on the side of the street because this thing can't go into the driveway. So we're still waiting for the police report. We're still waiting for the insurance company to come out, but we have a good understanding of how all this stuff works. And unfortunately, there is a lot of damage on this car. Let's really quickly go over what's damaged on the car. You want to go over the prized possession first?
The Yaba Kings, man.
The Yaba Kings, dude.
Somehow he clipped my Yaba Kings, man.
Oh, dude, look at that. Dude, a whole chunk missing. That's very deep. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell through the camera, but look, like my whole thumbnail fits in there. That is a very deep cut. This damage is like on the border of being repairable. It might not be repairable. You might have to just get a whole new wheel. Was the front wheel hit too?
No, the front wheel wasn't hit. But you also got to factor in that when he hit the wheel, my car is always aired out on the street. I like seeing my car aired out.
Oh yeah, it messed up the quarter panel.
Yeah, it messed up the quarter panel, but also kind of just dragged along the wheel too.
So his car was aired out when it got hit, and the fitment being that tight, it's gonna mess up the quarter panel, which it did. The fitment do be tight. At first, when we saw this car, we didn't think there was quarter panel damage. Off rip, we thought we were fine, but we peeped this right here, right? So there is some paint chipping right here. This could be from a number of things. This could have just happened when you were putting on the taillight. We would have seen that before.
Exactly.
The thing that we think happened is that the quarter panel pinched in just a little bit. When the quarter panel pinched in, this is where it pinched and then the paint chipped off. Rear bumper, look how far it sticks out. You literally can't push it in because it's hitting the tire, right? You see how far this rear bumper is sticking out? It never did that before. And if you look at this side, look at that. It fits in minty. It's really hard to see through the camera, but this is like nice and round. And on this side, the quarter panel pinches in just a little bit. The quarter panel does need some repair. Does it need a new quarter panel? Probably not, but it does need a lot of repair because the whole quarter panel shifted. That sucks.
A new rear bumper though, because
that rear bumper needs to be replaced. The quarter panel needs to be fixed. The door you might be able to buff out, honestly. Dude, look at that. That's so deep. Yeah, you need an entire new door. This whole panel right here is completely toast. Dude, what's funny is you can still see the red. This car is originally red, so you can see the red underneath. You can see the primer, the sealer, everything, dude. Driver door, also completely toast.
every piece of it. The
Yeah,
handle, the mirror, this thing's falling out. The actual side mirror cap. Time for some Ganadors.
Time for Ganadors. Some Gannies. I mean, rather than getting a stock mirror, why not get some Gannies, right? Dude, look at that paint. Look at that. It's bad enough that there was wheel, quarter panel, rear door, front door, mirror. Oh yeah, rear bumper. But what else is it, bro? Dude.
Not the Varus.
Dude,
fenders,
not
man.
the Varus.
Not the Varus
It
fenders.
didn't have to go down like this.
That's
No.
fiberglass too, so I don't know how insurance works with fiberglass because this cracked.
Yeah, the side skirts are also broken. Bro, look at that. It's completely just gone. These were one of my favorite fenders I've ever seen. Look how freaking good they look, bro. The fact that they're fiberglass, like, oh man, that makes it tough. We got back from Gatlinburg early October. Since early October, this car has been sitting apart. No bumper, no side skirts, no nothing. This car has just been sitting. You still have Gatlinburg gas. I feel so bad because Bilal's car was just sitting here and he didn't have a car. And I saw he was sad that he couldn't drive his car. And I'm like, bro, let's go to the shop. Let's put the car back together so you have a car to drive. I was just trying to let him be outside. Unfortunately, the second day we brought the car home, like you said,
Again, Mac.
I'm sorry about that. We were just trying to be outside, but oh, it's cracked right here too. The side skirts are all right, right?
That's still to be known because it's hanging right here and it won't clip on. I haven't taken the side skirts completely off, but if a tab is broken, you can't
gone.
repair a tab. So.
Yeah.
So when he hit me and my car moved forward in the slightest, that kind of dragged my carbon.
I don't know if you guys can tell or not. There's a crack right here, and then underneath is like very rough. Like you can tell it was cracked. So that's unfortunate. It's the entire driver's
Well,
side.
everybody gets it mistaken. This real Varus stuff, bro. This ain't no rep stuff. This is authentic stuff. You can imagine how much this hurts the pockets.
Bro, this hurts the soul to see, bro. The fact that we built this car together, bro. Like we did everything on this car. Not a single thing besides the tints were outsourced. What I find really sad about this whole situation is that we put so much time, so many hours into getting this car ready. We're gonna go through insurance and get the car fixed, and we're gonna have to do it again. But what sucks is that that even happened in the first place. So it could have happened to me, it could happen to you, it could happen to literally anybody. It sucks that other people can be careless and will have to face the consequences. It's just the reality of the world. Be safe out there, guys. I really don't wish this on anybody. This sucks. We're just laughing through it because that's all you can do.
It'll get fixed eventually, whether the insurance company pays in full or we have to do whatever we have to do.
Whatever we got to do, we'll get the car back up and running. We'll get her back in her glory days. As soon as we can, we'll start cracking down on this thing, getting this thing all ready and back together as she once was. We do have a lot of plans in store for this thing. You want to hint at a few of them?
Follow me.
You showing them the goods? You sure you want to show the goods? We'll show real quick.
Real quick. All
right, that's it. All right.
That's all y'all get. That's all y'all get for the next setup.
So we do have a few things in store for this thing. We'll get her back to how she looked before. This time we're gonna make it even better. When life throws you lemons, you make lemonade. So we're gonna make this thing even better. Any last words?
I guess get a dash cam maybe. I think I gotta put in a dash cam just in case.
Yo, can you just step over here for me? I officially declare you not outside. Goddamn, bro, another casualty. So it's finally dark enough to turn on underglow. We turned on the low glow for the first time ever since the accident. Since the car was literally laying frame, like sitting on the ground, and it got pushed about like a foot. I guess they must have scraped the low glow strip, bro. Bro, they owe you new low glow. Add that to the list of things that they fucked up.
It's on the good side too, though. The one good side of the car.